I am a facilitator and a software engineer. So I started with the National Coalition for Dialogue and Deliberation in the United States. I served on the board there for 3 years, and I saw that there's so much potential from these communities of practice to do fun and collaborative things. And in 2011, when I was on that board, there weren't enough tools to make it easier. Now there's more and more tools to make online communities and online events easier. And if you're here at the Sociocracy conference, then I think you'll like what we have to offer, which is to show that Qiqo is very much about bottom-up self-organizing. I see Francois here. Francois, I want to say hello. Known Francois for now many years. He's been a great user of QiqoChat. And if you need any questions answered from an admin's perspective, you definitely can ask Francois. He's created many events and conferences and circles. Circles are communities. So QiqoChat has a few products. One is to make your meetings better, like a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting, Microsoft Teams. We call that Qiqo Pro. So it's a simple web page that you connect to your Zoom or Teams meeting, and then you're able to share links before the meeting, after the meeting, and during the meeting. I'll show an example of that in a moment. The other tools that we have to offer, Qiqo Events. So it's similar here to what we're using for Zoom events today, but we have a different take on it. We're an official Zoom partner, so we provide all the Zoom links that you need for an event. You can also bring your own Zoom links, or you could bring your own Microsoft Teams links, or any of the other tools like Google Meet. We're very flexible. We integrate. That's our strength. We make it easy for you to integrate all the tools you want to integrate into Zoom. It's like Miro for whiteboards and Post-its, Google Docs especially, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Slack. We're very much a tool about integration. So when we built Qiqo Events, we realized people want to stay connected when their events are over. So then we built Qiqo Community Circles, and that is similar to Facebook groups, but it's very much empowering to the users. The goal is not to have endless scrolling, but instead to help people share the information they need to share to get the questions answered they need answered. But it also puts events at the center. So that's the big difference between our community platform and others. Because we're also an event platform, you have people self-organizing into online events, small and informal ones, or big ones like this annual conference here with Sociocracy. All right, I will share my screen, and I'll first show Qiqo Pro. You can interrupt me at any point with any questions. So this is Qiqo Pro, and it's a page that you customize. Your own Zoom link goes here. So when people arrive on your page, they see your logo, and they can launch Zoom. That'll open up your Zoom meeting. The link is very easy to remember, qiqo.pro/your-name, or whatever else you want, name of your company, something like that. You get to customize the background image. And for people who are facilitators, so you're using this for workshops that last 2 hours or less. You can embed different tools, like here. People can be working together on typing the notes from the Google Doc, or Post-its from Google Drawings. It's very easy to put these kinds of links in. I'll show you how to do that. Also look at Miro. If you're not familiar with Miro, it's a great one for Post-its and things like that. It's very, very flexible. They're a billion-dollar company. All right, and then to customize your Qiqo Pro space, click that pencil, change the name, add your Zoom link, and then these buttons across the top are very easy to put in. It's the name of the button and the link, and you can move them around. Pretty simple. Upload images, and that's all there is to it. So you can make a Qiqo Pro space that you have all your meetings in, Or you can make a Qiqo Pro space for each one of your clients. So if you're meeting with a client every week or every month, it would say Qiqo.pro/your name, then you've got your client's name, or say the May 15th meeting, or whatever it is. And this way, when people are coming to your Zoom meeting late, and you've already shared some links, you don't need to reshare the links because the links are all the way across the top. People can come here ahead of time. They can come here after the meeting is over. If you're with a client that is using the same document over and over every week, then you just have to create your page once. And this is a fun way for everybody to come into the meeting and not just look at a regular white and black page. They can see something like, here's the one I use, Qiqo.pro/Lucas. And so this is with Qiqo Pro Plus, where you can have a video background. So any YouTube video can go in the background. It might be a little choppy for you because it's coming through Zoom, but it's a regular YouTube video. So you can put anything up there. It could be a picture of you creating events. It could be a soccer match.
May I ask a question?
Oh, yes, please. Irene.
What if you invite different groups so they see all the links, the same links?
For then, you would create a separate page for every group. So if you want people to see the same links, then you use the same page. But up here in the URL, it could be /group1 or /group2, group3, or client ABC, whatever you like. The client will love to see their name in the link. And it's also easy for you to share that link in your calendar because you can read it. As opposed to reading the link in your Zoom meeting, you can't remember that 9 or 10 digit number, but you know client-ABC, you know which one goes where. Thanks for that question. Did that answer your question, Irene, or do you have any additional questions?
Yeah. Thank you.
Any additional questions from anybody about Qiqo Pro? Today, because you came to our session, I am including Qiqo Pro for free for everybody here. All right, I know, I'm excited too. So I'll just put the link in. It's the discount code for people that are watching the recording. You're also entitled to it, but please don't share this link with anyone else. If you would like to share the link with anyone else, then you can take the 50% link and you can share that with anyone you like. So after this meeting here, you're welcome to get a 50% discount, share it with anybody. And I'm going to show you next Qiqo events and Qiqo circles. And we have a special arrangement with Sociocracy for all in that any clients that we meet through this, it's actually, if you start hiring us, it's going to earn money for Sociocracy for all. So we have a revenue sharing agreement through this partnership today where they're letting us be one of the sponsors. And I will share that link at the end here. Okay, the next one, that is Qiqo Pro, and it's for when you have one single Zoom meeting. Yes, Irene.
Is this link $0 for the first month?
$0 for your whole life.
Really?
Yeah, you have to bring your own Zoom meeting. So you'll pay Zoom or Microsoft Teams for that. So that first link is free for life. And you're getting Qiqo Pro Plus, which is unlimited meeting spaces. So you can have one meeting space for each one of your clients. And then anybody else you want to share that with, you can give them the 50% discount. So the 50% discount will be $11 a month for unlimited. Or if they just want one space, it's $5.50 for one meeting space. There's a lot of other things you can do with Qiqo Pro. When you create your space at the top right, look for, when you click the pencil. So this pencil here or this pencil over here, they're the same. They go to the same place. Right here, Qiqo Pro videos. When I open that up, you can learn in with 3-minute videos all the features of Qiqo Pro. And we just added one down at the bottom. So you create your first meeting space, adding a background photo or video, embedding all your tools that you want to embed. This one's fun. It's how to create many different Google Docs easily. So you could take a Google Doc link, and I'll do it here. Let me take, I'll take this link, and then I'm going in here to templates. And let's say I want a Google Doc. Here's my link. I'm going to create one of these Google Docs for all my tables. So table 1, table 2, table 3 are each going to get their own Google Doc copy. And I want 3 copies. I click add. So it's copying that Google Doc, and it's creating a new version for table 1, a new version for table 2, a new version for table 3. So if you're facilitating and you've got a notes template that you want everybody to be filling out, you just create that template, paste it in, and then Qiqo is going to copy, 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 and then call them each something different, like table 1, table 2, table 3. So when you save, you click update. Now your new links are going to be at the top. So when I click on table 1, now it's table 1, and it's a copy of what I put up there. I had a full document here. It wasn't a notes document, but I copied that just so you can see how that works. So that's a very fast and efficient way to create some document, whether it's Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Drawings, even Google Sheets and Google Slides. You can make a copy for each of your tables. So when you're on your one Zoom meeting, now people can go to the other tables. Okay, QiqoChat events. So here's an event we did for Duke University. This was a hybrid event. We had 648 people registered. We like to show people information about other participants, of course, respecting their privacy, but we think there's a lot of information you can gain from seeing where are all the other participants from this conference. So you can click on someone's name and then open their profile and send them a message. We're very much about connecting people and giving them the tools so that they can connect when they want. I'm going to click participate now. So what you're seeing here is similar to Zoom events where the Sociocracy conference is happening. It's just that we do it slightly differently. Highly customizable. So all the images. So we come into the main stage, and here you have the different tools in the main stage. So pictures that you can put in. I'm clicking over here to conference guidelines. And then this can load a document. In this case, it looks like a Google Doc with a black background. Then some other PDFs. And then when you're ready to join video, there's a big join video button right over here. So I'll turn it on for a moment and the page will refresh. So there it is, join video for the main stage. And the neat thing that is a big advantage of what we have to offer is that you could see who is where, when right now you can't see that in the current event platform, but you could see who is in the different rooms. Each of the different rooms has their own Zoom meeting. So I'll jump into seminar A. The page will refresh. And now instead of join video for main stage, at the top, it'll say join video for seminar A. Well, I guess there's no video in seminar A, but this event is over. So, but that's how it works. You get to decide how many spaces you want and what you want going on in each of the spaces. And then what are all the tools that you want to put in each of the spaces. So spaces go down the left, and then tools go across the top. And people can move themselves from space to space. Yes, Irene, you have a question? Sheila, yes, please.
Yes, so you said you did this for this conference, so they have a subscription to Qiqo, but then they're hiring you to actually set it up for them?
They could do it on their own too. They had a healthy budget, so they
Right.
hired us.
Right.
Our
It's a lot of
cost-
work to set up something like this, and so I'm appreciating that.
Yes, yes. And we want to empower you to create events on your own. You don't have to depend on us.
Right.
So then
But
you can.
but you do offer that if people want help with it.
We do. So if you're building your event on your own, then you're just going to pay for the platform. If you hire us, you can hire us for 5 hours. You can hire us for 50 hours. Our hourly rate is $168 an hour for nonprofits. And the cost for when you want to host an event with the platform cost, the cost is about $3.40 per person for a half day, 4 hours. There's a billing calculator on our homepage. Specifically, we charge $1 per person per day, plus 60 cents per hour. And you only pay for when people are using it. So people can come here, get familiar with the platform. If they're not joining Zoom, then you're not paying anything. So it's less than the cost of parking your car, $3.40 for half a day. So, yep, we're a official Zoom partner, and you can have up to 100 Zoom meetings in one event if you need it. We have a really good recording management system too. So they all come in, all the recordings come to us, and then you can send those recordings off to YouTube, your own YouTube channel if you want, and that saves a lot of time. That's also one of the popular features. All right, any other questions about Qiqo events? It's built for open space, and with open space, I'll describe open space for the few folks that haven't heard of open space. It'd be for letting people, I can find one here. Open space is about passion and responsibility. You come with a compelling topic, usually something urgent, which says, we need to come together and look at the specific topic for our company, for our organization, from all different angles. So you just hit them with that invitation, but you don't say in room 1, we're going to talk about this, in room 2, we're going to talk about that. You just create the rooms, and people choose the topics, and you enable them to say which topic they want to talk about, at which time, and in which room. So I will pull up an open space for the Internet Identity Workshop. So they created this one all on their own. They've been doing open space for 17 years now. And they just held an event on Qiqo, which is, I think, maybe their 4th or 5th or 6th one since the pandemic. All right, so they create this on their own. You'll see it looks a bit different. They put their own images up there. I'm going to turn my video off so my internet just goes a little faster. So they had some great sponsors, and you could see 300 people. So this one actually was all in person. So even for an in-person event, you can use Qiqo. So they just turned Zoom off. So I'm going to go in there. And on the left-hand side, they put their logo, and at the top, they had a banner. And I want to show you day 1 agenda. So this is where they embedded a Google Sheet. They made all these design decisions. Correction, this is not a Google Sheet. This one's a Google Doc. And so they just put here, session 1, space A, B, C, D, E. People get to put the topic they want to discuss. And then session 2, session 3, and that all corresponds to all the rooms that they have listed here. So they've hidden the rooms. Now it's just showing the agenda wall linked to note forms. So that's just how you can arrange it different ways. But normally in an open space when it's live, and that's what they did here, you can see all the different rooms, and you can see who is in which room. It's kind of the neat thing. You could see right now there's 3 people, well, there's 2 people here accessing these notes. And then there's a few other people coming in the main room. That's what Qiqo provides. It puts people front and center so you can see who is where. During the event, you start seeing them move between all the sessions. All right, that is Qiqo events. And the last one I'll show is Qiqo community circles. So here on the right, you could see an activity stream. You could filter the activity stream. These are different articles that are automatically coming in. 3 new news articles on the 4th of May. So if you were doing this for the Sociocracy conference, you can, all the people who have different blogs, they're blogging about different things about Sociocracy, they can all show up in a stream. And then Qiqo automatically goes out and grabs them and puts them in the stream. It's not just for news, it's also publishing events. So we see here's open office hours happening in 5 days and 20 hours. Here's some events that are completed, more news. I'll show one that's similar to Sociocracy, bioregeneration. So these are folks from across the world that are forming different bioregen circles. And they could choose the colors, how they want it to be. So new members are joining. They have recordings from their meetings that show up here, new members. They post resources, a written conversation. So all the different tools on the left, it's overwhelming, I'll admit, but it's not overwhelming if you've been to Qiqo and you're using it for 6 months. So this group is started about 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago, something like that. And they just added all these features. Francois actually was instrumental, who was on this call. He was instrumental in helping make this happen. So they put a calendar in there, a networking map, member map, all the needs and offers that people have, discussion board. You would want to start off with just a few things. It's overwhelming in the beginning to have all this. So I would just start with a member map, an event calendar, and the stream. And that is Qiqo Circles. The price for Circles is between $50 and $100 a month. It comes with Zoom included, so people can go to a Zoom lounge where you can move between the Zoom meetings and talk about any topics you want. We call that the percolator, but you can call it whatever you like. There's a lot. We love community building. We love talking about that. I'm going to leave here in the Zoom chat my contact information.